What's up, people? Boys, AION 2 is knocking on the door, and maybe you're watching this video and game already released on the Taiwan and Korea, or maybe it's gonna release in a couple of hours, and I'm just dropping and uploading the classes preview guide videos. Remember guys, I'm a veteran AION 1 player with 15 years of hardcore experience, and if this game is new for you, it's just another expansion for me, since I truly feel the spirit from AION 1 to AION 2, and especially for the classes, there is a lot of similarity. There is a lot of similar playstyle, a similar power, and a similar true soul from AION 1's classes to in AION 2. And guys, I'm hiring a special players for each classes, since I'm gonna play with the chanter and I want to make the high quality content for each classes. I'm just getting one of the best European players for each class one by one. I'm gonna split my video revenue to them to give you a high quality content for all classes in AION 2. And if you don't want to miss that videos, you have to hit the subscribe button for my channel, and at the end, if you will like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're planning to play AION 2, you're gonna need something to fix your ping. And right now, the GearUp is the best option on the market. This is a Singaporean company and have one of the best connection to Asian servers. Here is the short results based from popular locations to AION's Korean and Taiwanese servers. GearUp is not a VPN, it's the ping reducer that finds the fastest routes from your PC to the game server. So your connection stays stable and smooth while you're playing. This program is so simple and so soft to use. Also, it takes the lowest amount of the RAM space what I have seen in the ping reducer programs. And here is the cool part. You can actually go to the GearUp webpage and check the ping for AION 2 from your location. Also, my viewers have the special offer to test the program for free. Just find the GearUp link in any of my videos, or you can find them on the pinned comment. Download the program, activate my code aluckyro, and get extra free testing time. Then you can download the AION Classic from Taiwanese Purple and check ping there. Since AION 2 will have exact same location in the Taiwan where AION Classic is, so with this movement you can measure your ping in AION 2. And if you like it, and trust me, you will love it, use my promo code aluckyro1 and get 20% discount for every monthly plan. And boys, if you're like me and can't wait to test the game on its first launch on Asian region, GearUp is the best option for the smooth gameplay. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Now let's talk about the Cleric. This class is the main healer in a group, and it's what I see so far. The AION 1 Cleric and AION 2's Cleric have exactly the same role. They are main healers in the group. In AION 2, you can modify the Cleric and give it for the solo farming, like an DPS mix abilities, which we also see on the couple of footages where the Cleric could farm, they could heal themselves, and they could modify themselves as the high group healer. Exactly the same situation was in AION 1, and in AION 1 you had the servant which was healing and second servant which was doing the damage. In AION 2 you also have the healing servant and you also have the damage servant. Now let's go to the PvE wise. The Cleric was the most important part for the game on any level of the PvE. Any level of the PvE, if it was not the solo content, you needed to take the Cleric, because there was also almost no content which chanter could heal. The 90% of the PvE content, group PvE content, has to be healed by the Cleric. Just if you had really good geared group, you could swap your Stigmas to some DPS wise, and you could be like a mixed DPS healer Cleric, but if you had average group, you had to be the full healer. On the PvP wise, the Cleric as a Spirit Master was also the daughter class and was also so toxic class. Every daughter class in any MMORPG are so toxic, and especially from the Spirit Master, Cleric could heal itself. So you had your prime time, okay? You had all skills, you had all buffs up, and if you could not kill the Cleric on your prime time, then it means that you could never kill that class, since if you use everything and the class will survive and it will heal itself, you're just done. You don't have second chance, and there is no point to try right in the second, and so many arenas. The clerics, when you was meeting the cleric, you was getting on your prime power. You will see that you cannot kill this class, and you was just leaving, doesn't wasting the time. Cleric PvP was so long time because of the low amount of the damage and high survivability rate, but at the end you was winning. That was the point. If you are such type of the players who love to play as the support classes, AION 2's Cleric will also give you the opportunity to be the supportive healer, and also to be the solo farmer, like do your stuffs alone and you don't need anyone's help to help you to do some stuffs and to do some things. So yeah, you can be independent player, and you can be so good healer, and you can be so good person, since boys, we have 4 groups parties. It means we had the 6 groups in AION 1, and now we have 4 players group. It means that we will have more number of the groups recruitments, and it means that we will need more healers. So please play with the cleric. Don't play with the spirit master. It's not your class. Play with the cleric. Thank you. Now let me show you the cleric's represented skills English translated version. Let's start it with the mouse, left and right button, and the first one we have the lightning judgment. This is a magical attack skill, and it's have the wind attribute damage. Skill by itself does the 800 damage up to 4 enemies in the 4-meter radius with the 20-meter target. It means that you're hitting the skill for the target in a 20-meter, and around the target 4-meter radius 4 more players gets damage. With the specialization, you can decrease the mana consumption, and also you can increase the damage up to 12%. It's depending how much target you will hit. This is the engine skill, which means it have its own chain combinations, and since this is the mouse left skill, you don't have much cooldowns and you don't have much recast times. We cannot see directly the timings because the developers are hiding the picture, but those skills does not have much cooldowns. The second mouse button we have the Earth Retribution. This is a magical attack Earth type of the damage skill. This is also the engine. It means that it will have its chain combination. And this one deals 500 Earth damage up to target 20 meter and restores your mana mental power 110. With the specialization, you can make this skill with the multiple hit, and once you're doing it, your bonus damage increase 50%. Also, there is the option that you can increase the mana recovery by 20%, and you have option to decrease the cooldown for wind power up to 7 seconds. Alright, now it's time for the main normal skills, and the first one we have the Mark of Weakness. This is a magical attack skill with an weakening debuff, and this is the wind type of the attribute damage, which deals 900 wind damage up to 4 enemies in the 4-meter radius in the 20-meter target. Enemies wind resistance reduce 10% for the 10 seconds, and this is the weakening debuff, so it will take 123 damage every second. This skill have a special specialization. You can modify it as the CC, and there is a 20% chance that you can even stun the target. The cast time for this skill is an insta cast, cooldown is the 10 second, and as I mentioned, the range is 20 meter and hitting up to 4 people. Second normal skill is the Divine Aura. This is a magical skill with the recall support, and this one summons the servant around you, and that servant does the 240 earth damage to the targets in a 20-meter radius around you, and it will stand up to 10 seconds. With the specialization, you can modify this skill as the weakening debuff, and in the 4-meter radius for the 4 enemies, it can decrease the movement speed, and also you can increase the firing speed for Divine Aura by 100%. This is the casual servant from AION 1, which Clerics was using mostly. Third normal skill is the Radiance of Healing. This is the active skill for heal, and it heals 1700 to 1900 HP to yourself and to your party members in the 25-meter radius. It also have the multi-charge, and if the skill is on the full charge, it will heal 2900 HP. With the specialization, you can modify this skill as a clean, so it will remove 2 weakening spells for the full charge for your party members. Casting time for each level of the charge is the 0.5 second, and recast time is 8 seconds. Our fourth and last normal skill is the Wall of Power. This is a magical attack damage skill with the wind attribute, which deals between 2000 to 800 to 4400 wind damage up to 4 enemies with the 4-meter radius of the target in 20 meter. If the skill will be full charged at the 3 level, it will deal 4400 damage. With the specialization, you can increase the cast time for this speed, decrease the cast time, and also you can give it to the mobile ability, which means that you can cast while you are moving. Each level of the cast will cost you 0.5 second, total cooldown for the skill is the 45 second, and the radius is a 20 meter as I mentioned. Alright, it's time for the Stigma skills. The first Stigma skill, we have the Power of Explosion. This is a magical attack skill with a weakening debuff and Earth attribute. This deals 3300 Earth damage to the target in 20 meters, and it's knock them back with the 75% chance, and it's also stun them. With the specialization, you can increase the speed up to 20%, and you can grant it with the guaranteed critical hit. Casting time for this skill is an insta, and since this is a Stigma skill, recast time is 1 minute. The range is 20 meter, and this is a single target skill. Now let's go our second Stigma skill, Voice of Destruction. This is a magical attack skill with an weakening debuff, and it does an Earth attribute. Deals 3400 damage up to 4 enemies in the 4 meter radius in a 20 meter distance of the target. And it removes the protective shield ability. After you hit the skill, it will stand up as the debuff, and it will hit 490 damage every 0.5 second for the next second, and them healing receive abilities will decrease 80%. With the specialization, you can increase the damage up to 20% as much target as you will hit. Casting time for this skill is an instant, and recast time is 1 minute and 30 seconds. This is a 20 meter radius skill, and it will hit up to 4 enemies. Our third Stigma skill is an Absolution. This is a magical skill, and this is the buff, it's the positive skill. It removes all debuffs from yourself and party members within 25 meters, restores 6400 HP, and lowest HP member in your party will receive 10% its HP as an extra heal. With the specialization, you can decrease the recast time up to 30 seconds, so at the end you can receive skill as an instacast and within 1 minute cooldown. And it's time for our last Stigma skill, and this is the Healing Aura. It is the magical recall positive buff skill, and this is also the Healing Servant. This summons the Healing Aura near to you up to 50 seconds. It summons the Healing Aura near to you at least for 15 seconds, and in 10 meters of the radius, it restores for you and for your party members HP up to 850, and additionally it will increase your defense up to 10%, your attack increase up to 10%, and your combat movement speed increase up to 10%. The cast for this skill is an instacast. The recast time is up to 1 minute and 30 seconds. We cannot see the full, but it looks like in 1 minute and 30 seconds. And the range for this skill is in 10 meters. Alright boys, in the Cleric situation and in the Sorcerer situation, we have the Q and E. We can check those skills too, and let's start it with the Q on the Cleric. It represents the Light of Regeneration. This is a magical skill, this is the buff, and it restores 280 HP for your party members within 25 meters of you every 2 seconds up to next 10 seconds. This is kind of positive buff skill. Once you will activate, it will add to your party members and they will get heals every 2 seconds up to 10 seconds. With the specialization, you can increase the additional stats for these skills, and you can even grant it with the plus 50 block and plus 50 evasion. And our E skill is the Chain of Pain. This is a magical attack skill with an weakening debuff and Earth attribute. Deals 1300 Earth damage up to 4 enemies with the 4 meter radius around them in the 20 meter distance. And it will add them debuff which will decrease them Earth resist up to 10% for next 10 seconds. And in that period of time they will get 169 damage every 1 second. With the specialization, you can grant this skill with the movement decrease of the target and with a 20% chance the target may be stumbled for 3 seconds. Overall boys, this Cleric class looks so similar like it was in AION 1. Though AION 1 skills are combined, couple of skills are combined and made one skill. This is a limitation of the UI panel, since we don't have the pleasure to have 40 and 50 skills anymore in MMORPGs. On the paper, this everything looks good, but let's see how it will work in the game. This class, like the others, from this point of view, looks so good. Game is not out yet, and I can't tell you how it feels, but I can definitely tell you it looks fantastic on the paper. Almost all classes from this gameplay look smooth and stylish like the original AION 1's 8 classes was. But boys, once the game comes out, in its first week I will drop the renewed classes videos. And guys, as I said, I have amazing people for each classes, true hardcore and one of the best players from AION 1, and I'm kinda hiding them in a job, since I cannot focus all 8 classes to make the top content for each. So I just decided to split the video revenue to them, and they will provide me them gameplays and help me to make incredible guides for each classes. Yes boys, that's how I work. Instead to drop some average class guides, I'm always focusing to make the high quality content, even if I need to pay the money for it. This is my mentality boys, always the best and always the maximum. And I hope you will enjoy those videos. So if you don't want to miss any of them, click the subscribe button for my channel. That's also increase my motivation to push this quality content for the future. By the way, I'm gonna start to stream on Twitch, so if you have any question regarding AION 2, you can come and find me on the Twitch. I'm starting the live streams from around November 15, so follow me on the Twitch and let's make fun together. That was it boys for today, and as always, see you in the next video.